Hi everyone. I am setting up the room and then we'll get started. I am starting early, so I do apologize. Okay. All right, and today we're going to be talking obviously about Morphew, the fact that he has been arrested on 3 charges, and kind of, how it led to that, how he feels about that, and then what's going to be happening. Hello, everybody. Let me go ahead and join y'all now. Okay. What's up? And good morning. Hi, Olivia. I love the name. And Liliana. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hi, Robert's girl, Tammy, Crystal, and Sam. Hey, how have you been, Sam? I haven't seen you. Hey, Blue. So we are going to be kind of looking into the energy with Barry and Morphew and the fact that he has been arrested. He was charged with the 3 counts, first-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, or I believe was trying to destroy too, and then also trying to pay off a public official. And so let's see. We'll see where we are going to start out at. I took out a bunch of decks. Before we get started, though, this is going to be our new deck. Hey, Tara Murphy, how are you doing? This is the Marigold Tarot that I was telling y'all about that was going to come in. And so it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of has the same feeling as the Tarot Divine, as you can see what it's made of. And this is the back. So I would use it today. No, you're fine, Sam. Everybody's got time, got time themselves and needs time for themselves. The cards are, they're pretty decent, but they're beautiful cards. So I want to unbox them. I thought it would be cool to use. I don't know. I've been trying to think if we should use them today or not for this reading. Hi, Tatanoka. How are you? Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. I got them off of Etsy. Her name is on here. Emrit Brer, I guess is how you pronounce it. Again, I'm not the best pronouncer, so if I said it wrong, but she has it in a different versions. There's one that's this one. It says a 78 card deck rooted in life, death, and gold, illustrated, and it has her name again, Emrit. And then you see the details on the side, but she also has it gilded in gold, which is even cooler looking. But it was in white, so it's like the opposite. So I kind of liked the black and gold. I still really wanted the gold gilding, but as far as that is on also my community tab if you're interested in getting that deck for yourself. So how is everybody feeling so far about the charges brought against Barry Morphew? Or does anybody have any certain comments towards that before we get started for the reading? And thank you, Tammy. She means it. So, but yeah, it's about time. Yeah, there's probably a lot of words actually, so it's probably a silly question. But let's see. I'm trying to think though. I feel like because I really haven't got to put my energy into these yet and like charge them, I really don't want to like just randomly use them because I don't know if I'd get the reading that I want with them. Even though they're beautiful, I absolutely love them. Again, I haven't had the time to charge them. So like I said, I just got them yesterday, but I wanted to show y'all. The charges were first-degree murder, tampering with and trying to destroy evidence, and then it was trying to also pay off a public authority official, something like that I want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wait to use them. Like I have stuff. I agree, Blue. I need to charge them, do my own kind of thing with them first, but because they're absolutely beautiful. So, um, we will do Tarot Grand Lux, and the reason why is just because this is a deck that I feel pulled towards. If I was gonna read for Barry, like this would be something that he would think about himself, kind of. Yeah, he's disgusting. To do that around, I mean, to do it in general, but around Mother's Day, have the girls, I mean, just everything that he did and everything that he put everybody through, it was just really unnecessary. And like I said, again, get divorced. It's that easy, you know? It really is. Yeah. I hope they can find her too. I think he did a very good job at making that hard. So, and welcome, Crime Curious. How you doing? That sounded super country. How you doing? So we're gonna go ahead and start off as far as Barry. We're gonna bring in spirit guides in with Suzanne's. Then want to kind of see what's going on with that. What kind of like hinted or led to the arrest? We do know obviously there were certain things. The one place being burnt down, certain things being, I mean, her just disappearing in general, not being able to be found. Neighbor being the one to report it. So, but let's see what what was something that got them moving into motion. Oh yeah, I agree. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of see about that energy of like what led up to it. So it's 8 of coins. So it's like someone working on something and planning it. I do think he worked and planned it very well. Now this could have been I still feel like this is almost the time frame of how long he planned it. I do feel like to do something like that, I mean, you could, but I do think there was something as far as time frame. It was being planned for quite a while. So, and I don't know. I mean, you could put that much energy into something by yourself, but I don't feel like it would have been completely by yourself. So with the 2 of Cups, he was feeling the 7 of Wands, or the 6 of Wands in reverse. So he was not feeling victorious between the relationship anymore. So that's something also that was being kind of brought out as he was getting ready to be arrested. That was exposed on him also with the Hermit card. So those cards are together. So we do know these things about him, but we kind of want to find out a little bit more of like what led up to the arrest before, and then how he feels now. And so this could be some of the things that led up to it, things that he lied about, things that he was saying were victorious but were not. Like trying to, like how he's like, again, he wanted this happy home. He was pretending like it was a happy home. So that is something I think when you probably dig deeper and knew them deeper, you could probably tell it wasn't like that. Most people who know people closely can tell you, I mean, there's very few, I think, people like that who get away with being able to pretend as if they're happy and nobody knows at all. Yeah, he didn't think that, which I don't understand how he didn't think so many people would care. Because I don't know why I'm putting this up. Because I mean, she said it was sweet, but I do agree that he thought nobody was going to care. They were just going to listen to whatever he said. And good morning, Tara. Yeah. Well, there is like the action of, the unbalance of things as far as fire here. So it does show, movements weren't really. So now you kind of have the 4 of Swords is going to be coming out. So the 4 of Swords is like, this is him being exposed now. So the communication came out. 3 other things I think have stepped, or like I did say that I felt like it was a third party thing, like there was possibly a male or female involved. They're kind of saying, to my knowledge now, that it's not supposed to be anybody else involved. But back here, this person is kind of like in the background while this person is resting still. So it's like it came out arresting what he did as far as being exposed communication-wise into the public. But we want to see like who brought it out and how he feels about it. Hey, Diary of a Mystic, how are you? Got my book mixed in. So who brought out this information? How does he feel about them? How are they with him? So it was brought out by the Hierophant. So it's almost like it was divinely intervened with in the fact that because he broke tradition, marriage, and what he was, his vows, and he committed the crime that he did against his wife. It's like the Hierophant finally stepped in and said it's enough. And again, I kind of like with the timing, it was again divinely guided by the Hierophant. So, hi Diana, how are you? Yeah. Well, I think the burning of the house was where a lot of stuff happened because, from my knowledge, a house did burn down. So I think that is it. But also with the Hierophant stepping in, it was kind of like he had he didn't have a chance to begin with. Yeah, like the Ace of Swords, he was arrested. So that's, with this, he has no really good answers to where she is. He didn't report her missing. I mean, especially on one of the days, right after her birthday, Mother's Day, you would kind of expect that someone would do that. So it's showing he was not behaving right in the communication. His planning was not the way he planned it, or at least the way he presented it. And he strategized in a very negative way, very harsh way against her. So we're going to see how he feels now about being arrested and what is going to be coming in the future for him with the arrest. So he feels like this about it because the Empress is in reverse, because obviously Suzanne was the mother to his children. So it's kind of like, even like his children are kind of it, like he knows they're viewing him like, you've killed our mother. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I don't want to speak for them because I know that I do believe they stood on his side for quite a while, and they might, I don't know their stance now, but he is charged with it. So it's kind of like, until everything goes through, it's kind of the situation that they're sitting in. So, and it would have been them and their mother, the two girls and their mother. So the Empress card's in reverse. So it's like, it is like almost, her saying in him, that he took his kid's mother's, wife. He did it quickly, and it was harshly, and it was, I think it was very brutal, to be honest, what he did. And I don't think he so much did it himself. I don't think he could have. But it's a fire energy that is there. So, but it's more passion, and, it's passion, it's fast communication, it's fast movement. So, and then now with the Seven of Wands, he is kind of feeling like he is going to have to defend himself against this energy that kind of was released with the Eight of Wands, which he will. He will have to kind of do that. He's already probably feeling that, I'm sure, from being put into the station. I know he did get a lawyer, but again, with what he's charged with, what's gone on in this amount of time, it's going to be really hard for him to act like, he had nothing to do with this. So we're going to use the Steampunk Tarot, though, to clarify that. And I want to thank y'all all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And good morning to everybody. And then Diary of a Mystic here. She's an amazing reader. She put out some awesome cases lately. If y'all haven't checked them out, please check them out and subscribe to her channel. I'm sure she'd greatly appreciate it, as would I. And thank you to all the mods for helping the room run smoothly. And everybody in the room for being polite and helpful. So we do have, right before him getting arrested, working very hard to kind of avoid that arrest. So you're getting close up to, that year. So that could have been the amount of time too. It's starting to feel like he did work hard on something. And I do feel like it was the avoidance in the material realm. Again, you do have 8 here twice. So I feel like the 8 somehow plays into it. Yeah, it's like he went against the Hierophant when he did that. So when he was doing this, he was going against source. It was like he knew he had done something wrong, and he knew he was going to be in trouble. So he was trying to make it seem like it really didn't, like he didn't have anything to do with it, or he wouldn't have done anything like that. The kids are, I think, probably in their 20s. I think. I'm not sure, though. Or maybe early teens, late teens. You do have the Two of Cups, where he tried to make it seem like they were getting along. But in reality, you do see where there is confrontation here with the Six of Wands in reverse. There was no victory, and that was finally being exposed with the Hermit. So that's communication, Mercury. So he probably exposed that to her, which brought in the Knight of Pentacles. And you see them in reverse. So they come in and they are going to kind of wipe out the things in the earthly realm that are getting in the way. And so that's the energy he brought in, but that is not him. That is somebody else again. There's a male energy here. That person was brought in to kind of wreak havoc on this 10 of Cups lifestyle, because of the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So there was an imbalance in the earthly realm. So we're going to get another card. So again, that is material things, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And that is what they're kind of coming in for. It's like he didn't really want to have to give up stuff. Yeah, it's like that communication was made. It's kind of like, I think he felt things were more his than hers. So it's like I do think he didn't feel that he wanted to share those things with her. So, let me see. Okay, the Four of Swords. So why is the Four of Swords here? You're welcome, Diary Mystic. I'll have to get with you soon. Need another reading. So with the Four of Swords in reverse, you do have the Devil. So when he came out of resting now, so the Devil is pretty much been exposed. So he has been arrested and exposed for what he did with the Four of Swords: law, communication, justice, Libra. So it is air energy. So it's been communicated through the air that he is the devilish energy, and he did it with the Ace of Wands, a fire, like an iron fist. This was not a mistake. It was very much planned. And then you see the 4 candles around it. So I think it was a steady plan. He put a lot of time into it, and the fact that he tried to make sure it was steady and it wouldn't be rocked. So let's see, with the Hierophant in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse came out to reverse the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, again, is going to be anxiety, depression, insomnia, just not being able to get past something. And this is, I'm sure, a lot of her family was feeling when they didn't know, or they didn't have charges, because from what I saw, some of the family members made comments on her side that they possibly felt it was him. But it is saying when the Hierophant exposed that it was him, it did take some of that pressure off. Like, finally, he's not just walking around. Now, with this being exposed by the law and him being charged, you do have strength in reverse. So that is going to be Leo energy. It is flipped around. So he no longer has control of the beast. The beast is controlling him. So again, yes, he is not the beast anymore. The courtroom is going to be the beast in the prosecution. So let's go and see what the Empress in reverse is. The Lovers. So you do have where he kind of felt this way towards, again, I feel like the mother of his children. So he was no longer in love, and he didn't over here with the 3. It's like backwards with the 3. So again, this is the mother of the children. She did have the 2 girls, but it was her that he no longer felt in love. And here is the angel kind of lingering over it. When it is in reverse, it kind of reminds me of the angel of death as far as that situation. But in this situation, that's kind of literally what he did. Good morning, Mama Shashan, and thank you for joining us. So with the 8 of Wands, it did come in quickly because of the 3 of Swords. So this happened. I do think that they communicated a couple of things. Again, I still do think 2 other people know about it. I'm not completely sure if one of them is someone that he is more emotionally attached to, and the other one is just more of the type of friend. But it does seem like, and it does, of course, with what he had brought in, the communication, I'm sure it broke the people's hearts around him. But I do feel like that whenever he brought in the action, the communication like that, and it's finally now released, it has hurt a lot of her family, his family, everybody involved, because it was all kind of released at once, especially with it's 3 charges, and then finding out what some of the charges are. And then with the 7 of Wands, you have a little bit of a defensiveness. So it's with the Queen of Cups. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I do kind of feel like that is just a bit of the energy where he's feeling like maybe he might have to defend whoever this other female energy is. She might be the one that is exposing the information. But there is a water element still attached to Suzanne with that card a bit. It's almost like, I don't know if Suzanne is maybe like putting, I don't want to say putting thoughts, but maybe just, making this woman feel like maybe she needs to say something, or this is the energy he's looking at her in. But I think it's a little bit of both, in the sense that this woman is probably frustrated and it hasn't gone the way that she expected it to go. Yeah, it kind of feels a bit like a jealous girlfriend, like somebody who's jealous. And I don't feel like Suzanne would be jealous. I would think she'd be more pissed. So, like, this is a PO'd energy, but not like in the sense of jealousy, like of what, or like, or in the sense of jealousy, not so much like, look what you did, look, this was unnecessary. And I do feel like with the Three of Swords, whatever has gone on and not going the way it was supposed to, with the Seven of Wands, not really knowing where everything was going to come from, kind of put her into a negative energy towards the situation. So I feel like she definitely could have been the one of the people, if not more, who went ahead and kind of exposed certain things about the situation. Let's see. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, so I feel like if anything happened, it was at her house. As far, I don't know, I kind of still get that same attic kind of basement energy of being surrounded by cement and kind of being in the cold and the dark. So it is very much that element. It's not like I don't feel super outside. I do feel somewhat concreted inside. So it's more of that feeling, like you can't move much. I haven't seen a photograph of the woman, to be honest. I probably need to look it up. We can go ahead and see with the Kipper deck if anything comes out for them. And I want to thank y'all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. So you have concern. So concern is here. Let's see with what else. Coffin. There's concern with the coffin and the death. So there's this man's energy kind of focused on the death and how that's going to work. And you do see 3, even though you can add them together, it still adds up to 9. You can break it down to 3 again, or 6. So, and then bad health. So there could be something, again, I want to say that there was something in the past that we got that was bad health situation, but I do feel like it was more self-induced in the sense, but maybe something is also affecting this person, and this death is kind of weighing down and causing them to physically break down. But we can kind of go ahead and see one more card, maybe. Yes, it's the main female. So I still feel like there's a male and female. Again, like I said, it could be her. Yes, I said I did feel like she's finally starting to crack mentally with it a bit. And so I do kind of feel like that's a bit of the energy of who it's coming from. Good morning, Chief. And then we're going to use the Goddess Oracle for her, for Suzanne. And these are these ones. I know a lot of people don't like Dorian Virtue, but I still do like some of her cards. So let's go ahead and see what she has to give out. All right, so she has Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So it's almost like this energy, it has to be released so that something new can come in because it's time for it too. And then she has a star, again, fertility. So again, she does have the Empress come out a bit for her. She was, is a mother. She did go missing around Mother's Day. She still has 2 daughters. It is perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So I do think this is also speaking to some of the people around her maybe that need to hear that at this moment. And then be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So at the moment, I think too, that could just be speaking to the people around, not only herself, but it is just letting them know with everything coming up, you're strong and you will be able to get through that with her energy. So, and then the last one she has is Green Terra. So start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So I feel like this is like pulling more into the collective and saying that you can ask questions sometimes and you can get answers for those questions. So I think it's important sometimes that we do that. Yeah, that's the name of the deck for the Marigold one tarot. Sorry if I'm missing a lot of conversation. Cody Brown. I actually love that show. I watched it like forever. I didn't know you had two, Tammy. I thought you only had one. Okay, so the last one we'll do on this one, and just because, again, we're still kind of like location-wise, not really knowing what's going on, we're just going to use a psychic tarot oracle. I don't know if Diary's here, but your favorite. My favorite, too. So, harmony. So I think now this is not harmony between him and her. This would be harmony. I feel like she has gotten, again, a little bit of peace with the fact that he has gone to jail. And this is a bit of a harmonious moment for her family to kind of rest for a little bit. You do have a 6 that is a family card. So again, I don't feel that is related to him and her. It is more related to her family and her loved ones getting, the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is something that's being affected by this situation. So their heart needed healing. So this was something that was very much needed and came to them. And you do see a lot of green here as well. And he's almost lit up in the middle. Yes, it is an amazing deck. If you haven't tried it and y'all like decks, get it. For sure. So we can get a couple more cards from the Psychic Oracle. All right, so you had no new beginnings in reverse, and I do feel like this is more towards his energy because of the disruption he caused. And as you look at it, it almost looks like he's in jail, like in a straitjacket. So, I mean, maybe that'll happen. Maybe we'll get lucky enough and he'll be put into a straitjacket. Not sure. But that's how I'd like to interpret that card. Yeah, it could be that he was chatting to the wrong person for sure. Now, this particular person, I feel like knows a little bit more, though, and probably knew as it was getting ready to happen kind of thing. Yeah, but So, but yeah, it definitely could have been telling somebody else, too, just getting, arrogant about it because he's gotten away with it this long. And yeah, they do have the hearing at 10:30 today to see for the bail. So we'll see. But I don't know so much if he would get it. Only because of the situation. So I'm going to see if I can kind of pick that energy up about that real quick. I mean, again, it's 5 of wands in reverse. So there is some type of argument, like a little bit of tension. That's kind of like a childlike fight to me. Bickering, which is being kind of put down. So let's see about what. So that is a movement, though. I mean, in reverse, I would normally say, I don't know, Page of Swords is in reverse. So it's almost like maybe certain things are going to be brought up or certain statements, maybe certain items that are going to kind of not be in his benefit. But you do have the 9 of Pentacles also, which is independent. So this would be wanting to get out, hoping to get out. So we're going to try to pull another card because it's kind of like balancing in between to me at the moment. Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So I'm going to have to say it's almost like 8 of Swords. I don't feel like he's going anywhere. And again, 8 was a number that came out. And again, swords are going to be your law. It's going to be, all that stuff that steps in. Maybe this is going to be them kind of trying to put up the argument, but this is, them shutting it down again, asking for the freedom, and again, them shutting it down. Because with the 8 of Swords, I don't know. It's just there's in the sun underneath. I don't really feel like he'll get to go anywhere. Good morning, Rosie. Yeah, at the moment, I'll have to say no for the bond, but that doesn't mean, again, something might change in the meantime. Like I said, they can have things pop up, documents, things like that at any time. Hi, it's just Beth. How are you? Okay. Well, that's nice to know. So thank you for sharing that, Emily. So I think it moved. So we do have 8 coming out a lot. So that is something that Emily is letting us know. And good morning, Sunflower. I don't think so either, to be honest. And I think it's just because a lot of people would be pissed. You know what I mean? And it's like, he clearly did it. Besides saying, no, I didn't, I mean, yeah, you did. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't even report your own wife missing. That house was, he said he had chemical burns, but I don't feel like that's what it was from. And I don't know. I just can't see him getting bond on everything that he's done. So, but anything can happen. And thank you, Chief. Like your new picture. Very cool. Good. I'm glad, Beth. It's nice to see you again. I wonder that too. I feel like it's something that's obviously very, with the Pentacles, that's very stuck to that Diary of a Mystic, but I don't understand if it's something that he was doing outside and she found out about it and he was messing with outside money, or if it's something that he was trying to keep from if it's a divorce happened. So that's the only 2 things I can feel like. It maybe not just money, but other stuff too. So that's kind of the only thing that I can think of. I say good morning again to everyone. I'm glad y'all could join me. Like I said, if y'all are enjoying the chat, like I said, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. That way, if anybody is interested in this reading, they can kind of go ahead. It'll help them be able to find it. And so we kind of just wanted to update what happened with Barry Morphew and as far as what he was charged for. Yeah, I think it was, for me, I feel like it was him most of the time. But, thank you. And then, let me see. I'm trying to think if I really have any more decks that we can pull as far as any questions. Yeah, thank you, Diary Mystic. Like I said, I do think it's money. I just don't know if it's money that she was supposed to know about or not supposed to know about. You know what I mean? I feel like it could be a little bit of both. Maybe he was spending it on other things. But yeah, I do feel a bit of the money aspect there. And it's good to see you too, Sam and Rosie and everybody here. But do y'all have any questions about anything? Thank you, Emily. I greatly appreciate it. And also thank you again for filling us in on the I think you said it was 8 planets. Like if I said that wrong, I apologize. So, but thank you for that. Yeah, it just seemed, it's very unfortunate to seem to think that you look at these pictures and he seemed very loving to her. It seemed, which most of them do, but I mean, and she seemed very in love with him. So it's like to think about the fact that something happened maybe with money that was figured out that shouldn't have been figured out or just didn't want to be dealt with a certain way. And that's what caused all of it. It's kind of like that's very, 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 very sad. So yes, 8th house. There we go. Not planets. I apologize. Oh, I'm sure. You're probably going to have a shitload of letters to read pretty soon. Yeah, it freezes up a bit here and there, especially when we get into close to that hour. For some reason, that's just the way mine is. Well, for those dropping out that have things to do, like I said, if y'all don't have any other questions, we can kind of go ahead and end it here. I can end it on an oracle card for Suzanne. Just kind of, again, this is Earth Magic. Yes, we will do the NK update, but we're going to do an NK update with another, with the Letitia stock update at the same time. So that way, because I'd rather this one, being that he was arrested, kind of be by itself. I feel like it would be a little bit more respectful in the sense of to kind of Suzanne and her family, just because I don't want to add too much at once. So the next one with some of the stuff that's going on with being that, you know, we know Letitia's Letitia, like above and beyond ancestor says, is lying, you know, and overreacting. We're going to go ahead and kind of just include that with the Nicole Kessinger thing because she's a liar too. So, you know, you might as well keep them in the same thing. Oh, do you? I tend to people wrote to what's in Weird County. Yeah. Oh, in Weld County. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll definitely do an update about the other two. So there's desert. There's like Vision Quest here. So this is something that's coming out. So again, I don't know. In Colorado, I do believe there's areas like this. There could be something that he has in an area that looks like that, but it could just also be they're on a quest to kind of figure out where exactly she is. You kind of can get things lost into the desert. So you have Lotus Unfoldment, and then you have Volcano, Volatility. So it's like the Lotus flower is kind of unfolding the volatility that happened in this situation. Does she? I have to watch it. Let's see. I know Above and Beyond Ancestors does a lot of the court cases for the people who like to watch them. And then let's see. Librarian. Thank you, Diane. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I do think men are, not all men, but I do think there's certain ones who feel that they can kind of, things just aren't the same as they used to be. And that's any generation, things change. But unfortunately, there seems to be a major lag of what used to be acceptable and what is now is acceptable. But I'm sure you could say that about anything if you wanted to. But we do have the Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. So I do think that it is showing you, again, it is kind of like being bitten by that snake in that sense. And she is also, you know, just to be careful again, but it is a time for transformation and healing now that we are aware that he is the snake, which we kind of already felt like. And then the Angel of New Life. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. So I do think this is her kind of in that new sense, kind of being relieved, kind of being released from this energy. Is kind of letting people know not only can she do that, you can kind of do that as well. So Thank you. I mean, I don't know. It might be sunflower, but I like 80% agree. But again, I'm sure men 80% agree that there's something wrong with women. Who knows? To each their own, whatever floats their boat. I'm just the chaos coordinator. So I have no opinion either way. Yes, and like that you're saying is, if y'all enjoyed the chat, I said we are doing a lot more lives of the cases, and we will be doing some more coming up soon. So if you enjoyed this one and you would like some others to see it, if you could like it, share it, we greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you would like to join the channel and be part of the Southern Soul Tarot family with, the rest of the family here, then we greatly, love to have you. So if you'd hit that subscribe bar, notification bell, it will let you know whenever we do go live. We do Patreon classes, lots of fun stuff there. We're going to be doing that this Sunday coming up, and you also get a free reading a month in that class, when you choose which one you want. And then we have some more stuff in the Etsy store. All that stuff's in the about section. And I think that's pretty much the updates at this moment. So again, thank you to everyone. I greatly appreciate it. Her trigger finger. Sunflower. That's what I'm doing. It's right out of this thing. Yeah. Yeah, there's something, I don't know. I heard something about her being in a wheelchair too. So I don't know. I mean, I need to look into that a little bit more. And thank you. I'm glad that you were able to catch us too today, Just Beth. It's nice seeing you. But thank you again, everyone. And I said, thank you all for all participating and being awesome. And I greatly appreciate it. So again, we will retouch base. And if we find out anything else about Morphew, Morphew, until then, we will go ahead and, convene on that. But then on the next one coming up, we will plan on reporting on Letitia and Nicole Kessinger. So that's what we'll be doing next. But yeah, I bet. Yes, and I will see y'all all soon. So y'all have a good rest of the day. Thank y'all for joining me for the early chat. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I will see y'all soon. I said, and then just love and light and blessed be to each and every one of you. Y'all have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye.